Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to G Bear's Off Gridways, a homestead in the desert. And yeah, I got my worm farm plant buried here in the garden, and I'll show you what it looks like inside. I've thrown some stuff in there already. Uh, Anything organic you can put inside of here, and the worms will come out of the soil, eat what they want to eat, and then go back into the soil and leave behind beneficial worm castings. So you're going to be scooping some of those out whenever you can, and add them to your potted plants, your soils, your gardens, anywhere you want to put that stuff. It's really good. All right, so I'm just going to get through this real quick and then head outside. Got flowers, buds on my tomato plants already. They liked the move. They were happy. This one's got a flower down here. Oop. Come on, focus. There we go. Yeah, so it's got flowers popping out already. Really liking it. The pear tree is getting a lot more leaves on it, so it's liking it here too. So we'll be happy pretty soon. And my strawberries, the Camarosas, are reaching out here. They're fresh leaves, and that one looks a little sick down there, but it should take back and come back. This one already had a few little small strawberries on it, but it came in too early, and I guess some insects or something got to them because they're just eating right off of the little flowers. But yeah, that's the canal, and this is the sequoia, and the sequoia's got fresh growth in it, so that's looking good. And move around real quick here, and then head over to the chickens. I know some people are waiting to hear about how the chickens are doing. All right. So this one, I'm not sure what it is. It's got pink blossoms on it, so I'm thinking it might be apple. But I'm not absolutely sure of that. So I did some pruning because there were some real tanglers on there, and I stuck them in the ground here. They had buds on them, and a lot of people go, oh my God, I'm going to cut off some buds. Don't worry, it's going to send the energy up to these others. It's a small tree. It needs the energy to produce any fruits on those smaller ones if it's going to produce anything at all. But you got to take off some of the branches that are entangled. I pruned back my mandarin tangerine here. There were some nubs sticking out here and there. There were some dried branches, and there were some suckers way down low here that were coming up, and you want to take those off, get a good clear trunk on the tree. The apple, I cut it back here, and I think it's a little bit too dry, but I don't know, it feels still like it's got some moisture in it, so I'm going to let it go for a little while. I have a friend that has a really nice apple tree down in the OC, and I might have to go and cut a graft off of it, and I'll graft this, and I'll cross it, because this is Fuji apple. If any of the branches or nubs take and come out, I'll let that keep on going, and that'll be the Fuji apple, and then I'll put the Gala apple, or the Gala apple, whatever, however you want to pronounce it, that I get from my friend on the graft, and then I'll have two apples on the same tree. Looks like the grafts over here are still doing good. Looking pretty healthy there. Got a fresh little bud coming out on it. So, all right, that's about it in here. And it started off as a beautiful, calm, warm day. It's been 70 degrees now. The winds came up for a little while. They were about 14 miles an hour. They're died down to just a light breeze now. It's feeling a lot better. So let's go head over and see how the chicks are. Now, I had a question about how they got up the ramp, or if they got up the ramp or anything like that. Yep, just as I said to the person that gave them to me, as soon as the sun sets, they'll find that ramp and they'll go up inside. And sure enough, as soon as the sun set, she went up first. She stopped at the door. He came up behind her and goosed her, and she jumped inside real quick, and he came in right behind her. and they've been spending most of their time in there. And let me open this side here. Okay, she's been nesting in that other box on the other side there, and I checked it a little earlier, and there's an egg in there. I think they're both out right now up on the roost inside of the coop, but I'll come over here and see what I can see. Yep, there's the egg. Now the one closest to us is the egg that she laid. The other one's a fake egg. It's a ceramic, and that's to get them happy. Now she's already formed her nest here, so I'm going to let that one sit and see if it doesn't get fertilized, or if it is fertilized, if she starts nesting or sitting on it and brooding, then we'll have a. There's Mr. Rooster sticking his head out, and he's going to come out and check things out. So they got plenty of food. They're not much of bowl eaters out of feeders and stuff. He likes to come down and peck off the ground. So I threw some green grass in there. He ate some of that earlier, but she doesn't come out very much. She just stays inside the coop all the time. I think she's getting used to the place. It's only been a couple of days. Give them a week or two, and they'll be real happy. He used to run away as soon as he saw me, and now he noticed that I'm the guy that brings the food, so he comes out to see what I'm doing when I'm here. And he loves the crow. He lets everybody know he's here. That's right, Rooster. That's Brewster the Rooster. Right, Brewster? All right. So I'm going to see if I can't get them to lay some eggs. Now, since she's so young, she may not want to brood yet. She's only like I think she's under a year old. But as she gets a little bit older, she'll brood. But right now, I'm just going to give her a chance to see if she goes in and sets on the egg for a while, or if she just keeps laying eggs in different boxes, or lays eggs in the same box, or whatever. We'll see what happens. This is the trial period. Got to test things out. All right, so that's about all. I did a little bit of work and cleanup inside of the containers in the shop, and got things put away, so things are nice and neat. And today's a holiday, so I hung around here all day long. I did some laundry, got my bedspread up there on the line. All these sheets and all of that are all dried already, and I took that down. But I'll get the bedspread off, bring that inside, and I'm going to go take a nice little walk around, because it's still 70 degrees out here and the winds have died, so it's comfortable. And I'm going to check a few things out. Not that I need to check things out, but it's an excuse to take a walk, right? All right, everybody. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up down there. And hey, suggestions, questions, things like that, let me know. I'll be glad to answer those. And we're going to be getting some things going on here pretty soon. I'm going to be extending the garden house. Probably at least half again the size of what I've got to start with. And then later on I'll add another piece on there, so the garden house will be twice as long. And then on that side of it, on the far side of it, I'm going to add probably another 6 to 8 feet wide, and go the same full length of it. And then I can have different rooms for growing different things. And I can get some of the fruit trees separated from the vegetable plants, things like that. I can get berries all in one area, and things, you know, just thinking out loud, doing my thing. And of course, that's why this is G Bear's Off-Grid Ways. And this is February 17, 2020. So the like 2 months of this year has already gone by. I've got a lot of work to do before the next winter sets in. This is G Bear signing off.